What's up, everybody? This is Phil from MDC, and welcome to another episode of Super Treasure Hunt Tuesdays, guys. And tonight we are looking at the 2016 Super Treasure Hunt lineup, and it was a pretty decent year. We do have quite a few non-licensed castings, but the licensed castings that we do have are pretty good. And you're going to see is a bit of a bluish theme to it. I would say probably a good six cars out of the 15 are blue. So looking pretty good. Like I said, we did get some nice castings and some nice treasure hunts this round, but we do have a few that are on the strange side. But you know, Mattel has to throw in those non-licensed castings as well, just to give them some love. So anyway, we're going to take a close look, and we're going to start off with number one of the 2016 Super Treasure Hunt collection, guys. And number one is the Tesla Roadster. And I believe this was its first release. And 2016 was the first time this car was seen. Let me see if we can get you guys a little bit better there. And there it is. You can see the TH symbol on the back bumper on the right-hand side. Alright, really good. Let me see if I can adjust you guys just a bit better, because I don't think you see the car well enough, guys. Okay, there you are. So this little guy's riding on some beautiful 5-spokes, which is really, really nice. And as I said, I do believe this was the first release of the Tesla Roadster. And then after that, we didn't see it for a while again, which was pretty strange. Now, we are sitting on treaded rubber, plastic base, in this beautiful Spectraflame red. And not too bad at all. Now, the next Super Treasure Hunt is a really, really beautiful car. And Hot Wheels executed it incredibly, I find. And we are talking about the 52 Hudson Hornet, done in this gorgeous red with gold trimming and gold mags. Now this TH just screams classic. It's just a classic looking race car and really super well done. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous Super Treasure Hunt. And we do have full gold base, which gives that beautiful gold highlights everywhere. And we are sitting on treaded real riders as well. Now, it's a bit of a light casting, but it does have its interior. Okay, you do have seats inside, does have a console, but it's a bit of a lighter casting. I'm not too sure why. Maybe the gold plastic is a bit lighter than the other plastics. But still, very, very nicely done. That front grille is just amazing. Looking awesome. And I love the way they did the split window in the front. You take a look at it. Just well done. Well done. Okay, next on the list is we have the 1990 Acura NSX. And this was Hot Wheels' original casting of the NSX. Now, compared to now, this one here is a little bit goofy looking. You do have those huge wheels in the back. And Hot Wheels has really perfected it now in the 2000s with the newer releases. But for back then, this car was awesome. Now, we always thought it was a little bit off, a little bit wonky with those rear wheels. But it was still beautifully executed. The shape of the car is done well. The cuts are done well. And at least they put some decent wheels on the Super. So for the time, this beautiful Spectraflame blue made it to be a very, very nice Super Treasure Hunt. Now those back wheels are quite huge. I don't think you would see those on an Acura. But anyway, still nicely done. Okay, next one, I think is the first time that Hot Wheels decided to play with the wheels. And they did it on this 2014 Corvette Stingray with the gray wheels in the front and the orange plastic wheels in the back. It was done in a beautiful gunmetal gray, but the plastic orange just kind of threw off the car, in my opinion. I think they should have kept the gray wheels all around, and the orange wheels really didn't need to be there, because now we have an orange base, which brings the orange into the back of the car as well. Not too realistic in my opinion, but the K&N livery is nice, and this color is definitely spectacular. Overall, nice car. Doesn't have a solid roof. It's actually clear plastic see-through, which is pretty cool. So you see the interior fully. Very decent super treasure hunt though. Okay, the next one is definitely a very, very sought after treasure hunt. And, well, it was hard to find. And if you didn't find it, to buy it on the secondhand market was pretty expensive. And it is still desirable today, okay? And I am talking about the Porsche 993 GT2 in this spectacular blue. Now, I believe there is 2 variations of this car and color variations. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe someone had told me down the grapevine that there is another variation of this car. Now, I only have this one, but maybe one day I'll see about that second one and think about picking that one up. But this one was definitely hard enough to find as it is. And this one has side mirrors, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And this is definitely a very gorgeous super treasure hunt. The next one is a non-licensed casting. Let me put everything away here. Now the next one is the first non-licensed casting that we have in this this series, and it is called the Batmobile BM2. Now, it is a strange casting. Very much so. You've got stacks from a semi-truck on the side. Huge engine. Looks like a crossover between a Jeep and a Bronco almost. But the color is spectacular. Beautiful Spectra Flame teal. And the graphics actually suit it. Big, huge, meaty tires. Pretty crazy looking truck. Okay, moving on. We do have a very, very beautiful super treasure hunt. And we are talking about the 69 Dodge Daytona in this gorgeous Spectra Flame green. Now this one here as well, the back tires look a little bit big, bit jacked up. But back then, in these days, people were racing their cars like this. They actually jacked up the back with big, huge tires in the back. So it's pretty much period correct, I would say. But I really love the stripe on it. Very subtle black stripe, matte black stripe. And on the side, we have a gloss black stripe with Daytona written on the back. I mean, this treasure hunt is very, very pretty. Big, huge spoiler. To this day, I still love this car. Now, the next one. Well, the next one is definitely... It's a nice car. It's the 2010 Pro Stock Camaro. And I do like this car, but I find that they could have done something a little bit more with the paint. It kind of looks like just a regular paint on it. And you do have this yellow plastic which, I don't know, it doesn't really scream drag to me. Not the yellow plastic. But Hot Wheels had to do what they had to do to build this Super, and that's what they went with. Now the hood scoop is the white plastic from the interior, which is not bad. That I cannot argue with. The casting itself I find is done well. I'm just not a huge fan of the yellow wheelie bars in the back. I find they could have put a chrome base on it and used the chrome wheelie bars. Would have really done a better job on this car. But overall, it's still a pretty cool looking treasure hunt. Super treasure hunt, sorry. Not that bad at all. Okay, next. I believe is the first time, I should remember by now all the series that we've done, guys, but I believe this is the first release of the Batmobile in the Super Treasure Hunt series. And this Batmobile was really, really awesome. The color is fantastic. It's like it's just some kind of really, really cool gray. You have phantom flames all over the car, which is really super awesome. You can see them here on the side if I zoom you in good enough. Okay, you can see them there on the side, and you can see them more on the hood. Okay, there's your TH logo by the guns in the back. Alright. The mags on this car look really awesome. And I must say, this is just a really cool looking Batmobile Super Treasure Hunt. Hot Wheels did a really good job with this one. Just looks sharp. Now the next one, number 10. Number 10 is a casting that seemed to have come and gone. It's not a casting I see Hot Wheels using a lot of. And I'm talking about the BMW Z4M Motorsport. And this casting, I don't know why Hot Wheels doesn't use it more often, because they did a very, very good job on this car. It screams race. We have a metal spoiler, BBS mags. I mean, the cuts on the hood have the inserted plastic from the window, which is really, really awesome. Beautiful, huge roll cage inside. The car is just really, really well executed. TH BMW Motorsport on the door. Just a beautiful, beautiful casting. And we haven't seen much of it after, which is a real surprise to me. But she's a beauty. Okay, now we're going to get into some non-licensed castings. And starting with this kind of Artscar boombox. Now, the reason I say Artscar is because it does have an A on it. And I believe this was the birth of the Artscar series. Well, actually, I don't think they did the Artscar series in 2016. But I believe this kind of gave Mattel the idea of doing Artscars, because you've got that kind of arty graphics on it, and you do have the letter on the hood. Now this is called the Boombox. Completely non-licensed, and actually doesn't really look like any truck I would know. But it's pretty cool. I mean, the roof is all part of the window. So it's one solid piece across, which is really pretty cool. The front just doesn't scream anything at me. I don't know if it's more Lincoln or Ford or no idea. But the beautiful blue color. You've got the gold in the front and red lipped wheels in the back. Just a different kind of casting, I guess. And speaking of different kind of castings, we have the Driftsta with Yokohama livery. And this one is definitely not licensed. Yet it has licensed decals, which is kind of different. And it's really just a weird looking car, this one. Kind of a silhouette style. But it doesn't scream any brand to me. Four spokes look really nice on it. Actually, it almost looks like a mix of a Corvette, the Corvette Greenwood, and an RX-7. Kind of strange, wouldn't that be? And then you get the Driftsta. Anyway, the next car is a beauty. Very, very well executed. And we do have the 2017 Ford GT. And done beautifully in this dark blue. The mags are gorgeous. I love these gray mags on it. The detail is awesome. I love the way Hot Wheels did this casting. They just did an amazing job on this casting. Back then, and even now. And I don't believe the new Ford GT has changed that much from this casting. It was that well done back then. All the cuts, all the windows are done perfectly. The rear is done nice. Just a really super well executed treasure hunt. Now, what surprises me is that you have the front lights, but you don't have the rear lights, and there's no other tampos on it. I think Hot Wheels could have splurged and put some tampos on the back. But hey, can't complain. It's still beautiful. Okay, two more to go, guys. And they are two non-licensed castings. And the first one is the Nitro door slammer. And this is a big car. This is a big car. I mean, this is a large and long car. I have no idea what this thing takes after. But she does have twin turbo in the front. And it's a real bizarre looking car. Looks to be one heck of a big engine though, I'll tell you. With those two huge turbos in the front. And then you have these huge intake manifolds. I mean, that's a large engine with a large, long hood. Definitely weird. Even has wheelie bars. Very strange looking. Okay, next and last. We have another non-licensed casting, and it is the Carbonic with these red rims. And I'll be honest with you, it's just not a car that's very interesting in my life. This is probably the weaker link out of the set. Just, I don't know, it just completely looks off. You have this gray plastic interior, very, very tiny windshield, like almost next to nothing. Motorcycle windshields are even bigger than that. And it just, I don't know. It just kind of looks funky. But it is what it is. And it is number 15 from this 2016 Super Treasure Hunt series. So guys, till next time, be safe, be well, happy hunting. Ciao.